Hello, hello, Stephanie ZIma here, talking to you today about life's transitions. Okay, so I just want to say life's transitions are not a one time deal. Okay. Life's transitions are fluid. They're happening over and over and over and over and all the time. And sometimes we think, especially in the personal development realm, is that we hear something once and then we know it and then we do it. And it's just not the case. It's not that when you hear something once that you are actually able to do it and implement it and actually like past it. That's not how this works. This is not how transitions work. Okay. Transitions have multiple steps that you need to work through. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about 10 different steps. And check out description box. There's a PDF that you can download also that will give them to you. And then you have them all nicely wrapped up. So go check that link out. If you're watching that on Facebook, you're seeing it somewhere attached down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're seeing it in the description box. If you're already in my community, you are probably getting it emailed. So you're getting a lot of emails, which are all helpful, but it's because so many people are seeing different things. Not everybody on social media sees everything. And, people have so many different circumstances that people are saying to me, niche it down, niche it down. And I can't niche it down because I don't think that life is something that can be niched down. We have a variety of different challenges that are being thrown at us at all times of the day and week and year. And, sometimes we have to just be able to handle it all. And that is kind of like what I'm going through. And so in this video, I'm going to give you what I feel is the summary of how to make things happen. Okay, so the framework, so to speak, the framework that you need to win anything and to get through any challenge with ease. Okay, so coming to it, it's 10 different tops. So first of all, you have to have desire. That is number one. You have to have desire. Without a desire to change, without a desire to show up, without a desire to be part of something, you just won't make it happen. You just won't be there. You just won't show up. And then not one coach, not a mentor, nobody can actually do something for you, because without showing up, nothing will happen. Okay, nothing will happen. That's it. So you have to have a desire to change something, or to get and move out of the state, to move out of a state of pain and uncertainty and moving into a state of certainty and embracing what is going on. Step number 2 would be awareness. Okay, awareness of where are you at in your circumstances. What have your patterns been like? Where are you conscious? Where are you subconscious? Where's your environment? How is your environment looking like? What people do you have in your environment? What are your core values? What is your mission? What's your vision? Like, all the things. You have to have awareness of where you are at. And then where do you want to go, right? You have to become aware of what is out of line and what is, preventing you from living the life that you want to live. And you have to have this all in detail. And I feel like many people have desire, whether or not it's starting a business or creating an extra income or moving through challenges. So many people have a desire to make it happen, but they're not really clear on the awareness piece. They're not really clear about where they are and what skill set they have and what resource they may still need to execute the plan of action. So step number 3 would be your plan of action. Once you are aware of kind of where you are, what you want to do, where you want to go, now you have to create a plan of action. How do you move from A to B, right? Or C? Do you need to go straight from A to C, or are you moving from A to B to C? Or, how is this working for you? Like how fast do you want to go? All of these are deciding contributors, because not every person is the same. Not everybody wants to do the same things at the same speed. That's what the beauty of my program is that I love to work with people one-on-one. I do have a group program too, but I love to talk to people one-on-one and have them coaching with me one-on-one, because that way I can really develop what their need is, and especially maybe in the beginning, and then later on they can go into the group program. But it's really important to know what your energy level is, what your speed is like, all those things. Okay, so a plan of action is what's needed. Then you need to execute. You need to execute the plan of action. So people start out with desire, they have a lot of desire, they have a lack of awareness, then they have a lack of plan of action, and then, but maybe they are getting a plan of action. Now the execution piece is where the problem is. Let's talk about online entrepreneurs. Online entrepreneurs have this problem. They have a plan, they have a desire, but they don't execute. Okay, so you're not winning. People in all walks of lives, mothers have this. They have a desire to be a great mom. They want to be the best mom ever. I mean, it don't every mom wants to do that. You have awareness so a little bit that your life may not be perfect and not be great, and you're not handling it very well, but you have no plan of action and you have no follow through in the execution. I mean, exchange these goals for anything, any transition that you're going through. Taking let's say becoming from a stay-at-home mom to be a working mom. Okay, you have a desire to have an extra income security, XYZ, whatever it is that makes you change the state of your being, right? You have an awareness what you need to do. Yes, you need to show up every single day, but do you have a plan of action? Who's going to take care of your children? Yeah, maybe you have that covered, but how are you handling groceries? How are you handling your household? How are you handling your pets? How are you handling your exhaustion level? How are you handling your self-respect? All of these things, they need to be in this plan of action. You need to have a plan of action, and then you need to execute this. And when you execute, okay, what's going to happen? You will run into problems. You will run into snags, into situations that are not as planned, because that's what life is. Life is never as planned. It always flows, it always fluent, it's always different. Okay, so you need to have a way how to handle the obstacles as you are executing. So that means you need to have somebody who can help you through the execution part. Okay. Number 5 would be fixing the plan and adjusting it. So with my coaching clients, for example, what I do is I make a overall yearly plan as to what do we want to achieve within this year. And then I say, okay, every 3 months, this is every 90 days, we're planning for those 90 days. Why? Because we need to readjust what we want to get to depending on how they can execute, how they can develop that plan, how they can execute the plan. Okay, because sometimes healing takes longer than anticipated. Sometimes you run into unforeseen situations that maybe takes a minute longer than what you originally have anticipated. So therefore, you need to adjust your plan and kind of just work with what you've got. Okay. Then number 6 would be boundaries. You have to control your environment. If you don't control your environment, meaning the people in your life, the situations that are coming up, the pull, the constant pull on us, you have to control this. You have to set boundaries. You have to say, these are my priorities. These are the things that I want to be spending my time on. You have to learn how to say no. And no comes with really uncomfortable feelings, at least for me. Like, I have friends that want to get together with me, and I'm saying no because I don't have the extra time at this moment. And it's hard because you want to, but you have to set priorities. You have to set the priorities to see what it is that you need to do. Then you need to reevaluate your desires. So if you are recognizing, for example, that you are not able to stick with your goals, you have to have a really come to church meeting with yourself, and you have to talk to yourself and think, do you really want this? Do you really have the desire Or do you have something that is hurting you that needs to still be healed? Or why are you not doing this? You have to reevaluate what is going on there for you. Often we just have to learn how to stay focused, though. Okay. Often we just have to learn how to stay focused and disciplined, because so many of us are not used to staying focused long term. And especially now with the internet and with the reels and the shorts and we are constantly doing stuff that steals our focus, right? It steals our focus, and it's a problem. Okay, so you have to learn how to focus, and you have to learn how to stay disciplined with the actions that you want to set forth. Then you have to carry, step number 9 would be caring for priorities. Okay, you really have to care for your priorities. Like, what is your priority of life? Mine is my children, my health, and my business. Okay, and sometimes my kids are saying like, well, wait a minute, why are you working so much? Why are you working so much? And then you want to work out, and we are like on third space. And I'm like, no, I says, my priorities is always going to be my kids. But here's the fact: if I don't have money, if I don't have security, if I don't have a structure, health insurance, so on and so forth, then my kids are not protected. So I have to have work. Okay. And then also have to make sure I have health, because without health, I cannot work and do any of the things. So technically, my priority should be health, work, and then children. Okay. And ultimately, children are actually number one. So you have to double check your priorities. You have to actually care for them. If you hate your job, evaluate if you do this job for the means, and what can you find in the job that really resonates with you. What can you find that you may be having joy with? Or if you cannot find anything at all, with like, if there's nothing in the job that you really are passionate about or liking or having fun with, maybe you need to find yourself a different job, right? And do that. But you need to be caring for those priorities to be able to actually show up for them and make them happen every single day. Step number 10 is win. Okay, allow yourself to win. And that is, to be honest with you, that is one of the hardest steps that I'm encountering. I'm winning most days, but there are some days when I don't want to win. I don't feel right winning because I feel shame and I feel like, oh, I'm not allowed to do this. So I want to encourage you that you never finished growing. Okay, I don't want to stand here and be hypocritical and say I am the super greatest healed person in the whole world, because I'm not. There's always something that is happening that triggers me, or especially when you get through the transitions. And transitions are hard and they're messy, and they're like, you're working through them one day at a time. And when you allow yourself to win, it comes from having this plan of having this, like, oh man, I win the day, then I win the week, and then I win the month, and then I win the quarter, and then I win the year. And whatever your circumstances are that you are wanting to win at, just really define what winning is for you, because many don't have that defined either. So I hope this helped. Make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you are checking out the 10 steps to winning with ease, my PDF that you can download so you have it for yourself all the time. And yes, go check out the community and all the other stuff that I'm posting over there. If you want help with anything, make sure you are checking out the 2 options. So there's either the one-on-one coaching, that is when I go really deep with you and one-on-one things that we are working on. And then number 2 would be our Walk It Free Challenge. That is a monthly membership that you can dip your toes into personal development and kind of do it at ease a little bit together with some friends. And it is fun, and it is for we are giving money back to cancer patients and my church ministry and so on and so forth. So definitely go ahead and check that out if that is something you want to, when you're not quite sure that you're really wanting to commit. Okay. All right. I'll talk to you all next week. Walk it free.